beautiful soul, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Alice, aka Breathing Magic. Welcome to the channel of self-development, spirituality, magic, and so much more. Have you ever wondered what bunnies and eggs have to do with Easter? I mean, why do we eat chocolate bunnies? Why do we paint eggs? Enter Ostara, aka the Spring Equinox. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what this holiday is all about, what the bunnies and eggs represent, and then I'm going to share with you 10 easy ways you can enjoy this holiday and spring in general. This video is part of a series about the Sabbats, so if you want to learn more about the Sabbats and how to celebrate them, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell button so you get notified when I post new videos. And I'll also put the link to the playlist in the description box below. What is Ostara? Ostara is one of the 8 Sabbats, and it welcomes the arrival of spring. In my previous Sabbat video, I mentioned that Imbolc celebrates the coming of spring. It's more of a preparation for spring and the promise that spring will come. Well, Ostara is the actual beginning of spring, the first day of spring. Spring is in the house. This holiday is celebrated by Wiccans and many witches and pagans. And many cultures have similar holidays that celebrate the beginning of spring. Ostara is also known as the Spring Equinox. It happens when the sun passes the equator and moves from the southern to the northern hemisphere. It falls on a different date each year, but it's usually around the 20th of March. And you can also choose to celebrate this holiday for several days if you want to. When it comes to the origin of this holiday, many say that Ostara is derived from the name of the goddess Eostre. I am not 100% sure that's the way to pronounce her name. I'm sorry if I just butchered it. I did my best to do my research, but there are so many variations. Eostre, 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 Wooster. If you know the correct way to pronounce her name, please let me know in the comments below. Eostre is a Germanic goddess associated with spring, the dawn, fertility, rebirth, and enchantment. And she also represents innocence. By now, you're probably wondering, so what's up with the bunnies and eggs? Let's talk about that right now. Some popular symbols of Ostara are spring flowers, hares, and eggs. A lot of flowers bloom in spring. That should be obvious and easy to understand. Hares, you might have guessed this already, are very fertile. And here's some trivia. Hares are not rabbits. Hares are larger in size, they have longer ears, longer hind legs, they are born with fur and sight. They eat tree bark, shoots, and twigs. Rabbits eat soft stems, grass, and veggies. Eggs represent birth, rebirth, and the sun. Hares and eggs both symbolize fertility, new life, abundance, creative energy, and that ever-repeating cycle of nature. There are many different variations of folklores about the spring goddess, hares, and eggs. I'm just going to share my favorite one. Legend has it that the goddess Ostara was responsible for bringing spring to the lands each year. One year she was a little bit late, and when she arrived she saw a dying bird whose wings were frozen by the snow. She brought the little creature back to life, but its wings were so damaged by the winter cold that it could never fly again. So she turned it into a hare, and to honor its previous existence as a bird, she gave it the ability to lay eggs on one day out of each year. Now, there has been some debate over whether Eostre was a spring goddess, whether she was widely worshipped, and how people worshipped her back in the old days. There's also been conversations regarding the relationship between Ostara and Easter. I'm not going to deep dive into these topics, but I will provide links to articles and resources in the description box below. And if you want to learn more, I suggest that you do your own research and educate yourself. And from where I stand, the concept of resurrection, renewal, and rebirth is not exclusive to any culture or religion. Many belief systems have similar concepts. The goddess is the personification of spring, and personification helps us understand and relate to the world around us. It's not a competition. Nobody owns spring. We all have the right to love spring and embrace what this holiday represents. So let's get to the core of what Ostara represents. Ostara is a time of balance and hope. The day and the night are roughly the same length. The light and darkness are at a perfect balance once again, with light on the rise. It's about growth and new beginnings. This is when nature awakens from its winter slumber and the cycle of renewal begins. Ostara encourages you to take action. Nature is literally singing to you, get up out of your seat, why don't you do something? The planning, waiting, procrastinating phase is over. It's time to put your wishes and plans into physical action. Now that we have a better understanding of what Ostara is about, let's talk about celebration ideas. Here are 10 ways you can enjoy this holiday. Number 1, wake up early. Get up early to appreciate the sun, enjoy a moment of silence, and just be with yourself for a while. Number 2, change up your look. An easy way to do this is wearing seasonal colors. For example, white, purple, yellow, green, and all those sweet pastel colors that remind you of spring and new life. You can also use patterns such as flowers, hairs, and eggs. Number 3, get crafty. You can decorate eggs, paint them in all sorts of different colors, draw symbols and lucky charms on them, and then eat them afterwards. You can also make flower crowns and Ostara wreaths. They're super pretty. You can make them for people you love to share the beauty and abundance of spring. Number 4, go into nature. Spring is a time of innocence, hope, and wonder. The temperature is getting warmer, and now's the time to go outside and take a walk in nature. See if you can identify the flowers, trees, and plants you encounter. And by the way, by go into nature, I'm not saying go into the wilderness. A walk in the park is just as valid as a hike in the mountains. Number 5, bring nature into your home. Surround yourself with spring flowers such as roses, tulips, daffodils, hyacinths, lily of the valleys, narcissus, and type in the comments below, what are some of your favorite spring flowers? You can also decorate your home with cute bunnies and colorful eggs. You can light candles with corresponding colors. You can light incense with fresh-smelling floral scents. My favorites are jasmine, rose, and strawberry. Number 6, meditate. Meditation does a being good. This is a good time to do meditations that help you gain more clarity, meditations that help you let go of things that no longer serve you, meditations that help you heal, and meditations for new beginnings. And while you're meditating, you can listen to bird songs, soft waves, and other nature sounds. And if possible, go outside and meditate in nature. Number 7, work with crystals. You can carry them around with you, decorate your home with them, meditate with them, and if you're really crafty, you can make good luck charms out of crystals and stones. Choose crystals that best represent Ostara's theme of balance, harmony, rebirth, and new beginnings. You know, the ones with soft, soothing energies. For example, clear quartz, rose quartz, amethyst, aquamarine, amazonite, agate, moonstone, angelite, citrine, etc. And my personal recommendation is prehnite, because prehnites are good for clearing the clutter and chaos in your life. They're often associated with the Archangel Raphael and the heart chakra. They help you connect with nature, live a more heart-centered life, and be more in flow. Number 8, delicious food. Yes, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to put some yummy in the tummy. You can eat eggs. Try out different ways to cook your eggs. Soft-boiled, hard-boiled, scrambled, poached, fried, omelets. If you don't eat eggs, you can eat chocolate ones like Kinder Surprises. You can also eat things with cream and drink milk. And eating fresh salads with lots of nuts and seeds is also a good way to celebrate this holiday. A lot of people eat hot cross buns during Ostara celebrations. The cross on the top can represent many things. It can represent the equinoxes and the solstices. It can represent the 4 seasons, the 4 elements, the 4 directions, the 4 phases of the moon, the balance between day and night. It can represent a lot of things. However, it does not have to represent something. Maybe they're just there because it's cute. Who knows? Number 9. Connect with plant energies. You can start a magical herb garden. I grow mint, rosemary, and sage, and I talk to them all the time. Another good way to connect with plant energies is to learn about a plant. When I go outside, I use Google Lens to identify flowers, trees, and plants I don't recognize. And I also talk to trees, maybe not out loud, but telepathically with my energy. I say things like, "looking green," or "that shade of green on your leaves is so beautiful. It really brings out the color of your flowers." And last but not least, spells and affirmations. And I'm pretty sure you'd agree with me that intention is one of the most important keys to success. Now's the perfect time for spells and affirmations related to prosperity, fertility, and new beginnings. Now's the time to create space in your life so you can invite in the things you actually want. So those are 10 ways to enjoy Ostara or the Spring Equinox. If you're still watching this video, you are awesome! I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. And I will talk to you in my next video. And until then, live from your heart and be the magic you wish to see in this world. Thanks for watching. Bye.